He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power.
In a surprising twist that sent shockwaves through the boxing community, newly leaked sparring footage shows Terence, Bud, Crawford getting knocked down during an intense session with middleweight contender Carlos Adames. Adding to the drama, Canelo Alvarez reportedly saw the clip and couldn't help but laugh, sparking immediate controversy across social media and among fighters. Crawford, long hailed as a defensive genius and pound-for-pound great, is now facing scrutiny from critics questioning his vulnerability. Canelo's mocking reaction has only intensified tensions, reigniting an already heated rivalry between the two champions.
You know, and if you look at his career, don't get me wrong, okay? He's a good fighter, but if you look at his career, mention one elite fighter.
So Postal wasn't elite?
Who?
Victor Postal.
Who's that guy?
So Ricky Burns wasn't elite?
Ricky Burns.
According to insiders, Canelo Alvarez watched the footage and reportedly burst into laughter, mocking Terence Crawford's apparent vulnerability. But this reaction goes beyond simple amusement. It appears to be a strategic psychological move. With his experience fighting at 168 pounds and above, including high-profile bouts against Dmitry Bivol and Sergey Kovalev, Canelo carries a strong sense of physical superiority. His confidence stems not just from past victories, but from a belief that Crawford may be out of his depth if their long-rumored clash ever becomes reality. Carlos Adames didn't hold back when discussing his past sparring sessions with Terence Crawford. In an interview with Boxing 247 back in June 2024, Adames slammed the idea of a Canelo versus Crawford matchup as absolutely stupid, arguing that Crawford has skipped critical steps in adapting to higher weight classes. He recalled sparring with Crawford when he was just 19 and pointed out that even then, Crawford would have struggled against a fully developed middleweight. "When I sparred Crawford in 2015, I only had 2 pro fights under my belt," Adames said. "I was just a kid back then. Now I'm 30, a fully grown man in my prime. If we got in the ring today, it'd be a completely different story."
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your home.
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight
and
night.
I know Turkey's in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't look different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
you know it.
We'll see.
We're gonna see.
Adames emphasized that the power Terence Crawford displays at welterweight wouldn't carry the same impact at super middleweight. He drew comparisons to Canelo Alvarez's own challenges when moving up in weight, specifically referencing Canelo's struggle to impose his usual power against Dmitry Bivol at light heavyweight. Despite his dominance at 168 pounds, Canelo couldn't land the kind of damaging shots he was known for at higher weights. According to Adames, the same principle applies to Crawford. He believes Crawford's power doesn't scale effectively and that against naturally bigger, fully developed fighters like himself or Canelo, Crawford could find himself physically outmatched.
Subir de división y quizás desafiarte por tu título?
Bueno, aquí es bienvenido. Yo estoy preparado para quien sea, cuando sea y como sea. Yo siempre lo he dicho. Yo a peleadores no me le quito, no le pongo pero. Si él quiere subir a la 160 para enfrentarme, ya tuvimos sparring, él puede subir.
Welcome 1-0. I'm going to face anybody, anytime. I've sparred with Crawford, and if he wants to come up with 160, bring him on. I'll be glad to go up against him.
And lastly, please. Sorry. This is my last. Sorry. Lastly, this is. Yeah. So, please give me your assessment, please, on Canelo and Crawford, because Crawford wants that fight so badly, and you sparred him. Is Canelo too strong for Crawford? Yeah.
¿Te parece que Canelo es demasiado fuerte para Crawford? ¿Qué te parece de esa pelea?
Pienso que sí, ya que subí 3 divisiones bastante libre, demasiada yo diría. Pienso que no es algo que él lo necesita ahora mismo. Crawford en su carrera ha demostrado que es un buen peleador, pero pienso que no tiene que estar corriendo esos grandes riesgos, porque no solamente pone su carrera en riesgo, también pone su vida, porque un golpe de Canelo le puede hacer daño de por vida.
I don't think Crawford needs the Canelo fight right now. I think it's kind of needless for Crawford because his reputation is well cemented, and a punch by Canelo could not only be dangerous for him to lose the fight, but it could be dangerous.
Shakur Stevenson recalls a sparring session with Terence Crawford that left a lasting impression and changed the way he viewed Crawford's power. Stevenson vividly remembers watching Crawford square off against a heavyweight sparring partner, thinking to himself, "Man, I'm nervous for him." What happened next stunned him. Crawford landed a single, explosive shot that sent the much larger man stumbling around the ring as if he'd been hit by a heavyweight bomb. "I swear," Stevenson said, "he caught this dude with a boom, had him wobbling all over the ring." For Stevenson, that moment was undeniable proof that Crawford's punching power isn't just hype. It's real, and it follows him no matter what weight class he's in.
It's going to be an interesting proposition because he has good power, he's a good counter puncher, and his reputation as a strategic fighter precedes him. But I think that he's going to take more care of not being hit by me than to...
Tensions reached a boiling point during the June 22nd press event in New York when Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez clashed in a fiery face-off. What began as a standard stare-down quickly spiraled into chaos as Crawford stepped forward and shoved Canelo. The super middleweight champ wasted no time retaliating with a forceful push of his own, triggering a brief but intense standoff. Security, and even UFC President Dana White, rushed in to separate the two before the situation escalated further. This wasn't just for show. Both fighters appeared genuinely fired up. Crawford smirked confidently after the push, while Canelo looked visibly furious, leaning in with pointed fingers as he was pulled away. This charged moment has only intensified the buzz around their September 13th clash in Las Vegas, marking the first real flashpoint in what's shaping up to be a once-in-a-lifetime showdown.
Before, but I'm gonna say it again. I was in the gym. I want to say I was getting ready for Chris Diaz or something, and he was sparring like a heavyweight fighter. I'm looking, I'm type nervous for him. I'm like, why is he in the ring with this big old dude? And man, I swear he done caught this dude on the chin. Boom, dude, wobbling all around the ring. I'm like, what the f***? How is this dude this strong? But it's like, honestly, Bud is very strong. A lot of people don't realize how strong he is as a fighter, and his punching power could carry through the weight class.
Terence Crawford brushed off the tension from his heated face-off with Canelo Alvarez by mockingly joking that he'd cry if Canelo shoved him again. With a smirk and a dose of sarcasm, Crawford made light of the confrontation, clearly unfazed by the aggression. His playful response not only defused the moment but also showed that he remains mentally sharp and confident as the build-up continues toward their highly anticipated super middleweight showdown.
That moment that happened on stage.
Wow. I'm turning it on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
Love it.
I'm gonna train so far.
Canelo Alvarez remains a dominant force in the super middleweight division, with an impressive professional record of 63 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws, including 39 knockouts. His decorated career spans 4 weight classes: junior middleweight, middleweight, super middleweight, and light heavyweight. One of his most notable achievements came in 2021 when he defeated Caleb Plant to become the first undisputed super middleweight champion in boxing history.
But what if Canelo shoves you again in his press conference?
I'm gonna cry like a baby.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
You can take a guy like Canelo, this guy can do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk, easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy.
Right now, I think Crawford is a little better than Mayweather, but Canelo have more.
Standing at 5 feet 8 inches and now 34 years old, Canelo Alvarez continues to be a dangerous blend of power, agility, and experience. His recent unanimous decision victory over William Skull in May 2025 further cemented his place among boxing's elite. Despite the growing threat of younger, up-and-coming contenders, Alvarez's sharp technique and exceptional ring IQ consistently keep him one step ahead, proving he remains a dominant force in the sport.
Deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time. The power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind as well.
I'll say he is the hardest, for sure. One of the fighters that hit very hard was Angulo. You know, he's a Cuban guy, and he punched very hard too. So I'll say both of them are like the same, but, you know, with Canelo, I was just mentally ready for his shots. You know, I already told myself, I know I'm gonna get hit. I know I'm gonna get hit on my chin, but it's, you know, I gotta bite down on my mouthpiece and push. You know, and look what happened in the 3rd round. I got hit with a left hook. We be practicing in camp the whole time, you know, keeping my right hand to my chin, and I wound up just moving, and he connected right on my chin. And you see how I punched my glove. You know, that's like a thing for me when my last time when I got dropped, I was punching my gloves, 'cause I'm like, damn, I got hit with a shot. I'm not supposed to be on the floor. But, you know, it comes to boxing. You know, the greats done got dropped, you know, got hurt. But it's about how you come back and respond.
Canelo Alvarez has boldly referred to a potential fight with Terence Crawford as easy money, stating he'd only entertain the bout if a massive payday, around $150 million, is guaranteed. His comment highlights that the financial stakes are just as significant as the competitive ones.
Canelo, and he was like standing right in front of Canelo, and Canelo's just whiffing. It was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs, and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing. That's all what he learned from fighting.
Underscoring the blockbuster appeal of the matchup. With both fighters chasing legacy-defining moments and fans eagerly awaiting a true mega event, the enormous purse being discussed reflects the high-profile nature and crossover hype surrounding this potential clash.
If it's what I want, I'm gonna take it. You know,
Would you put a rehydration clause?
We'll see. I don't like to talk about other fight when I got it.
You understand, like that's the fight that everyone wants to see. That's the fight that fans want to see you in there with. You understand,
I understand that. Same happened with Bologna.
Yeah, and it happened.
And same happened with Carlos.
And it happened.
And same with the video Sunday.
And it happened. I think it happened.
And with Troll, and with Mayweather, and with Cotto.
That's why I believe the fight happened. Would you ever go for 175? Because 168, I feel like you fought everybody. They're taking belts away from you. 175, you got Benavidez, you got Morrell, you got the rematch with Bilal.
If I go 175, that's pretty much
that would be the first time? Well, then you can look around and see what's out there at 175.
And then
would you make a Crawford's performance against Benjamin?
I think he knows why he's class in there. Right? He make a good fight, but for me, I think he lost the fight or draw.
Okay.
Or could be the other side.
You were saying your name a lot all week. I was out there
because
in LA.
he want to set the fight. If they don't talk about me, they don't say it.
Would you look at a fight with Crawford?
In the past, you told me no.
If the money is right, okay.
Money's got to be big.
I don't like fighters around.
If you want to stay 168 or look 175. All right, big fight, September 14th. Watch it on ppv.com. Canelo Alvarez going for more history.
Thank you.
Shoot a quick picture.
Canelo, Johnny Boy Boxing.
Amen. Now what he's doing now.
Canelo, Johnny Boy Boxing, Fight Hype. I just want to ask you, what do you think about Terence Crawford? What do we think about Terence Crawford's performance, and do you want to get a fight with him?
If the money is right, I mean...
$100 million? I heard Turkey offered you a big money already.
150.
150?
In response to Canelo's comments and public skepticism, Terence Crawford fired back, addressing doubts about his move up in weight. He noted that while people expect him to struggle, they forget Canelo also moved up and suffered a loss, whereas Crawford moved up and won. Using that contrast, Crawford made it clear he's more than capable of meeting the challenge. Confident and composed, he sees this as another opportunity to silence critics and prove he can thrive at higher weight classes, regardless of the doubters.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
Despite the size difference, two-division world champion Andre Ward remains unwavering in his belief that Canelo Alvarez cannot defeat Terence Crawford. Fully backing Crawford, Ward confidently stated he would bet the house on him, even with the significant weight jump to 168 pounds. While acknowledging the physical disadvantage, Ward emphasized that Crawford's heart, elite fight IQ, and mental toughness make him a unique force in the ring.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can.
I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against anybody right now, Ward said, adding that someone still needs to prove they can break Crawford's will. Even with Crawford's more challenging performances at 154 pounds, Ward firmly stands by his conviction. When it comes down to skill, grit, and smarts, Crawford can overcome Canelo on fight night.
What do you make of Canelo versus Skull?
Canelo did what he had to do to get the victory.
What do you want next? It seems like that's going to be the fight. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fight in boxing.
Well, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there. So that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity to share a ring with another great.
How do you beat him?
You'll see. Come 12.
Everyone's talking about the weight differences. What's your kind of response to that, Terence?
That's why we fight the fight. So September 12th, we all going to see if the weight going to make a difference or not.
Do you want to fight him twice and then retire? Is that kind of the ideal thing for you?
One fight at a time. One fight at a time.
What did you make of, I know you didn't say much on tonight, the effectiveness of William Skull? He came to go to decision as opposed to win the fight. Would you agree with that?
I don't know. He was boxing well, and then he just stopped doing what he was doing earlier. I don't know. I can't call it.
Do you think Canelo slipped as a fighter?
No, I don't. I just think that, William was doing a good job neutralizing Canelo power punches. He was just moving a lot.
Do you think that's a style you have to employ in points of the fight?
I don't know, because if you watch the styles that beat him, they didn't move a lot. They moved a little bit, but not as much as William Skull.
There's a rumor going around this week that Manny Pacquiao is going to return. What do you make of that?
I don't know. We shall see. I don't know.
Do you think he's too old at 46 to fight Barrios?
I can't say if he's too old or not. If he get in there and win, then everybody will be saying different. So I don't put no limit on an all-time great like Manny Pacquiao.
Where does a win against Canelo Alvarez put you in the list of all-time greats?
Top of the top, baby. Come on now. What's the key to victory, Jersey?
Terence Crawford has called the upcoming showdown with Canelo Alvarez the most significant opportunity of his career, one he believes stands as boxing's biggest event in the past 20 years. He openly acknowledges Canelo as the face of the sport and says their clash is the product of everything both men have contributed to boxing. This isn't just about the money, Crawford emphasized. It's about legacy. Determined and focused, Crawford views the jump to 168 pounds as his shot to make history, becoming the first fighter to become undisputed in 3 different weight classes during the 4-belt era. With laser-sharp focus, he's ready to showcase his skill set on boxing's biggest stage and etch his name among the sport's all-time greats. Now the big question remains. Will it be Canelo's power or Crawford's IQ that wins the night? Let us know your prediction in the comments below. Boxing Glove Fire.